Oh, my name's Fox Knight, so Big N Fox, and I won. I haven't for the past few days. I haven't been doing the whole, two videos a day, one gameplay, one review, or vlog video, whatnot. So try to get back into that schedule again. I'm gonna do for the next few Legends of Tomorrow that I missed, also with the Flash and Arrow. So this was episode 4, which was White Knights. Yeah, that was it, White Knights. Where now the team, first the team breaks into the Pentagon, which this episode made me love Snoke, or I think his name was Snoke, Captain Cold so much more because he's so smooth. He's a criminal, and it's just awesome to the point where he basically sweeps a girl off her feet, or really makes her slip, catches her, and she's like, "Oh, thank you." It's like, "No problem." Walks away, and just shows Adam the freaking key card that he swiped from. He's like, "Oh, that's nice." And then he shows him the wallet he stole from him. He's like, "Really?" Like, it's called multitasking. And then he does it again, which I love. Spoilers for the episode, but he does it again to get to this Russian facility because they need to find our Randall Savages. So they broke into the Pentagon to steal these pages that are about Randall Savage, so that way they can find out where he's been. While this happens, they kind of slip in like spies, kind of, but things go south. The two sides of Firestorm start fighting. The old man and the kid, or young, yeah, they start fighting. There's a little bit of a separation there. Hawk Girl is going a little ballistic. She's clawed off a dude's face and everything. And they basically just kicked the crap out of some people at the Pentagon and flew away. So White Canary is then charged with trying to get Hawk Girl under control, but also turns out that Hawk Girl is supposed to try to let White Canary get more of her humanity back, which is kind of cool thing with them fighting with each other and stuff like that. And pushing each other so they could, be better. Then you have the whole two sides of Firestorm. The older man kind of being mean to the younger one, especially after an explosion happens that hurts the younger one, telling him that which that happened during a battle with Boba Fett, or Kronos they call him, but Boba Fett returns after they find out that they have to go to Russia to go fight Randall Savage because he's starting a new weapon that's named after a sun god or fire god. And while on their way there, which I also kind of like how even nowadays and stuff like that, you have secret or I don't know secret, but you have projects that are named after like olden, quote unquote olden gods and stuff like that, like Greek mythology. Like, what was it? In Call of Duty Ghosts, it was called Zeus and then Hades, but it's actually called Thor. Well, at least outside of Call of Duty in this world, it's actually called Thor. There's actually a weapon from Call of Duty where you drop a cylinder. I think what was that Mission Impossible? I think it was the same thing. I think the same thing that was in Ghost was in the Mission Impossible one, where they just drop a rod from space and it just goes boom, it hits the ground and it explodes bigger than a nuclear bomb, but there's no radiation or anything because it's just full kinetic force, which awesome. And also you got the planets named after Greek gods and stuff. But yeah, so they have to go to Russia. They kind of do this cool dogfight scene where they make the Soviet Russian plane shoot heat-seeking missiles. They turn off their engines so they fall, although I guess the engines just suddenly cut off and are suddenly cold. The ship falls, and then or maybe the time travel, or maybe Kronos' ship was a lot hotter, the Boba Fett guy. Missiles hit the Kronos ship, and he flies out, and they think he's dead. Of course he's not. But of course there's unrest in the team. They gotta try to figure out what Skaro or Skarvos is. But to do that, they have to first get information from this one Russian scientist. This one Russian scientist, where they gotta go. Where they get these lozenges that allow them to translate into all different, languages, but of course all we hear is English. But it allows them to translate and speak in different languages when I want that. And if it could allow me to read those other languages too, that'd be awesome. Because then I could read. I could go to Japan and read all those mangas there. Because I can't read them. Well, not the Japanese ones. English, of course, but that was pretty. And they have this. Basically, first the Atom tries to swoon the Russian scientist, but he gets knocked clothes off twice. And then Captain Cold just walks in and goes, "Let me try," and he just sweeps her off her feet, basically. And they go on like a tired date where I guess they went to restaurant dining or whatever. And he takes her back to her apartment. He doesn't go in, and Adam's outside like, "Geez, it's freaking cold out here. Did you get up the information about the project?" He's like, "No, it didn't come up. It would ruin the mood. But I got her key card for the base." He's like, "Oh, well, at least he didn't take her wallet." And he just pulls out her wallet. I'm like, God dang, I love this guy. He's awesome. Not to mention, he's almost kind of the exact opposite, while still similar to Adam. If anything, I would say they're kind of similar. Well, they're kind of like, because trying to think like Batman, like how you have characters that are kind of like different paths taken a little bit with each of them, like, because both Adam and Stark know about technology. They know about they know a lot about technology and such, and pretty sure in an alternate universe, alternate dimension, you could see this with not that many things changed of their past and stuff like that. Maybe like one key thing changed. They would be almost the exact same spaces, probably places. But that was pretty cool, and then that was pretty funny, and also turns out Hunter, one of Hunter's old crewmates or whatnot of the Time Lords, because I forget I think they're called the Timekeepers. I'm going to call them Time Lords. The Time Lords, and also they kind of act like the Time Lords, like in the old Doctor Who, but whatever. Time Lords, and they say one of these higher up guys, he says, "Come with us, come back with me. We'll send your team back to your own time. You'll be acquitted of all charges. You'll be good. Don't we can fix the damage you guys have caused within at least 100 years or so." And Hunter thinks this over, and he says that the Time Lords say, that they say random salvage is a natural occurrence, so there's nothing we can do to stop that. But they can at least fix everything that we've done, which we haven't really seen much of what damage they've done over the time. So that part I was kind of like, eh. But later on, we find out after the professor sneaks in, the older side of Firestorm, sneaks into this base along with Snoke and Adam, or I forgot if his name is Snoke. I think his name is Snoke. Captain Cold and Adam, which Adam goes in to lower the heat of this orb that they found, because they find out that the Russians are trying to build a Firestorm. They're trying to build their own version of Firestorm, which back in, I think it was the 70s, yeah, the 70s, they have pictures of Firestorm and stuff like that from when they went. So one, I kind of like that, to where instead of it being like, oh, okay, we went back in time, changed something, and we just screw up all of the future. This is more kind of, we have to, and then like, usually how that time travel thing works is then we go back to the point where we screwed up and try to fix it or stop ourselves from doing that. But this is kind of cool where they're kind of still moving forward with it, so like, they're trying to build a Firestorm because they saw them in the 70s, and now they have to find a way to fix what they did in the 80s. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Since you're following, not following, but, well, yeah, since you're following what's happened through the time, and you're not just going from where it went straight, right, where it went wrong, or where it started to go wrong, to the end result and then go back to that same point. It's more so you're going to the middle to where, okay, this could branch off into being the bad future, or we could fix it to make it to a better future. So I kind of like that also. Because even like Doctor Who, Doctor Who is more you go here, 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 and just have fun doing whatever the fuck you want there. Kind of, you save people as well, but yeah. And then, of course, you have like other time traveling things. Like I said, point A, you go from point A to point Z, and then you don't know what happened between B to Y, but you go back to point A to try to fix that, and then you just screw up even more. But yeah. I'm trying to think. But things go south. Oh wait. Well, the older half of Firestorm has to go to grab the sphere to try to absorb the heat energy so they can take the core away, so that way they don't try to build a new Firestorm. And Adam has to like shut down the power so that way the fire isn't like burning up. And Snoke then has to go destroy. And Snoke and Adam both see the. I think his name was Snoke. I can't remember. But they both see the Russian woman that Snoke stole the card from, and they're like, "Oh fuck!" Captain Cole says they should just go kill her, or something, or let her go down there to get her burned up. And Adam's like, "No, we have to save her because if not, because she could be good. She might not know what she's doing or who she's doing it for." And so Snoke's like, "Gosh dang, man. Fine, I'll do it. Fine, I'll stop her." And he goes to do that. Oh wait, but first off, I wanted to bring up is that Snoke had like, "Come on, Cub Scout or Boy Scout, go ahead and do this so we can get out of here." And then Adam goes, this is before the woman coming in, and Adam goes, "Actually, I got all my badges, even in nuclear physics, so technically I'm an Eagle Scout." And he's like, "Great." And then when the woman comes out, when the woman's back and they're arguing with each other, Snoke goes, "Well, okay, he goes, why do you want to save everyone?" He's like, it's the Eagle Scout way." And Snoke just pushes him into the sea. He's like, "Oh, shut up, I'll go help her, I'll go stop her." Which then goes to try to stop her. She pulls a gun, and then everything goes wrong. Adam gets knocked out. The older side of Firestorm has to absorb the radiation from this orb and then put it into a box. Absorbs the radiation, which even the younger side of Firestorm is saying, "No, don't do it, don't do it." Old man, and the old man says, "I've always put you in danger," because he even says that like the reason why he's so hard on this kid is because of his last host or friend or whatnot that he fused with, since he died. And he's saying, "I don't want to be the one who has to go to his mom and tell her that her son died." He said he doesn't want to do that. He wants to keep him protected, and if anything bad happens to him, it's going to be the old man's fault. So the old man takes it, pushes it into the box. Which, mind you, I'm not calling him old man. I'm just saying the old man, just to say he's older. He's the older side of Firestorm. Takes the box. He gets taken by these one guys. Snoke is able to knock the woman back when the fire guy comes. Not fire storm, but the guy with the fire gun, which his name is Rory, which I thought was funny, which I didn't notice since Rory and Rory are both on the show. But the guy with the fire gun comes in, shoots fire everywhere. The woman gets distracted. Snoke grabs his ice gun, and he goes and the fire guy gets captured, and he says, "Go get the orb," because they need that. So Captain Cole goes down and grabs the orb, and he says, "Where's my backup, Hunter?" And Hunter goes, "I can't bring you any back." He's like, "What? Give me backup." He's like, No, you can't." And so and Hunter just says, "Grab the orb so we can get out of here." Also, mind you, earlier, Hunter went back to the Time Lord guy and told him that he wasn't going to take the deal, especially after Kronos put a gun to his head. Or he said he was, but he was lying. And then the heroes came, the other Time Lord guy disappeared, and then Kronos got knocked back, if I remember correctly, or blown back by fire. And a grenade that he threw was what hurt the younger set of Firestorm. But Snoke runs away with the orb, and everyone else gets taken in. And which was also a cool scene after that. Well, one, the fire guy with the gun, he tells the Russians, because one Russian also looked like Smith from The Matrix. He tells the Russian, you better let me go before I go Rocky 4 on you. And the guy knocks his head against the truck, which I'm thinking, oh, did he knock him out? And the guy goes up, he's like, I'll remember that. I'm like, holy fuck, he's tough. I like that. And then cut to later in the ship. Snoke is sitting down on like a table as Hunter walks in, and Hunter goes to the orb. He's like, "Oh, good, you found it." Snoke pulls out his gun and just goes, "Where was my backup?" And Hunter's like, "Oh, fudge." And Hunter's just going, "Look, if I would have sent these two out here, Hawk Girl and White Canary, they would have died on top of that, along with everyone else. This was the best thing to do. We needed to get this orb so that way nothing bad happened." And Snoke's like, "Okay, I can understand that, but as criminals, we have a code, and the code is never leave a man behind." Which, one, I'm pretty sure not a lot of criminals have a code, but two, I love Snoke because he's a criminal and he has a code, because that is always awesome, I think, for honor among thieves and like honor among like the criminal organization stuff. I think that's pretty awesome. But yeah, and so Hunter says, "Don't worry, we're gonna save them. We're gonna help them. They're gonna keep them alive because they're gonna use the professor, because the professor created the orb, basically created the actual version of the orb. So they're gonna take him to try to learn how to create the new orb and such." Not new orb. Well, how to create a new Firestorm. And Adam, the fire gun dude, I believe those are the only two. They're being taken. They're probably going to be tortured. But they said that they're going to save them, and that's where it's going to be for episode 5. So I just want to do this episode real quick, just so this review. I like the episode. I really do. It's pretty cool. I like it. I do like this series. I can't really say there's nothing bad about it. But they do bring up a lot, which I guess, yeah, it's going to take a while for someone to use that as something, but like they kind of bring up like, oh, you didn't want to come on this, I didn't want to come on this trip, even though from the past 2 episodes they've said, or the past few episodes they've said, okay, I didn't want to come on this trip, and then they say, okay, I'm coming on this trip because I'm going to help them, but then they kind of go back and forth a little bit more. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to show that they have conflicting feelings about it, which, okay, yeah, I can guess. I can understand that, I guess. But, especially since the younger set of Firestorm's the one who's like, I didn't want to come on here in the first place, all this stuff, and he talks about his mom saying that his mom's a widow, and I guess she doesn't work, so he's the only one that brings money in, but, time travel, so he can be gone, he can come back exact same moment he left, so technically he'd be gone for years and come back and still have his job. But it was pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I definitely want to see more. I'll watch the rest of the episodes. I'll probably watch the Flash and Arrow later. It's already 12:25 a.m. and but I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. But either way, tell me what you guys think in the comments below about the episode. I liked it. Thank you all so much for watching. I do want to try to catch up because I want to do more reviews on different shows, cartoons, and stuff like that. I'm going to do more, what's it called? The Lion King show thing, as well as other cartoons, hopefully. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. Please check out all my videos, and we will see you later.